All right, we in there, y'all. Yo. What it is, man? Ricky Fontaine from the Memphis 10, and I'm on one yet again. You know what I'm saying? Look, I told you guys that I had some fellas of mine, man. We keep up with wrestling. We do our own thing, right? So look, this is our pilot episode, man, of the Wrestlemania podcast, man. Joining me today, got my boy Q over here. Got our Instagram tags and stuff at the bottom, so y'all can hit us up or whatever, man. I got my boy. Y'all introduce yourself, man. Hey, y'all grown men. Y'all know how to do it.
Since you mentioned my name, like I said, Quilly Cox. Everybody calls me Q. Currently living in Memphis, Tennessee. Big wrestling fan. Also supporting the Dallas Cowboys. Anybody out there,
We ain't talking about that, right?
America's team.
We ain't talking.
Anyway,
We ain't doing that.
Yeah, man. Husband, father, gamer, all the above. That's what I do. So.
All right, let's get it. What up? What's up? What you got down there, man? Who you got? What else? Who we got down here?
I am, excuse me, Joe Simmons. I'm the story finisher. Instagram, Instagram tag J Simmons597. I'm a 49ers fan, Lakers fan.
Man, no.
They're currently playing now and getting destroyed by Minnesota, but that's another subject for another day. I am also a husband, father, Memphis, long time. Born and raised Memphis, Tennessee, and been a wrestling fan all my life. Grew up watching with my dad, and just still watch it to this day.
All right, bet. Last but not least, OG, what it do?
Sigmund Hamilton. My moniker is Sig. I am the OG of the crew, as you can see. But I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest looking one in the crew, but I'm the oldest.
You crazy?
That's good, right?
Why I thought this man about to start rapping. I said a hip hop.
You see my hands. You saw. See, so everybody like ragging on me, but I've been a wrestling fanatic for the last maybe 45 years. So,
yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm old, man.
You've been a fan for 45 years. So.
And you can tell you from Memphis, too. We said wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling with an R.
Channel 5, baby. Memphis. All day.
Man, so that was back then. I was talking to my wife about that. We used to have to write. Did we have to write the station to get those tickets or go up there at a certain time to get the tickets?
Yep. You had to write the station. Yep.
That's crazy.
Wasn't no email back then. So.
Dave Brown and Lance
Russ.
We were just talking the other day when we used to have to call Ticketmaster, and you get the busy signal when you're trying to order tickets to a show.
No, that's
crazy.
That's crazy. Well, look, check this out though. So, man, WrestleMania, man, the last 48 hours has been crazy. I don't think I've ever really been looking forward to a WrestleMania like this one, man. It was supposed to be star-studded. Got my reviews and stuff like that, but we're gonna talk about that as we go along and stuff like this. So, wanted to split it up into two episodes and stuff like that. But hey, like you said, we're husbands and fathers and all that other stuff. We got stuff we got to do. So we're gonna go ahead and give you guys everything from night 1 to night 2, our thoughts and theories and stuff like that. We may have some special guests and some more guys coming in and stuff like that as well down the line. So man, night one yesterday was pretty it was pretty good. I'll be nice or whatever. So we're gonna go through starting from the first match of that night, and that was Rhea Bloody Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Now, before I get started and letting you guys chime in, I felt like Rhea was going to win. I think that she has too much. I think she has too much going right now. Like, the fans love her. Nobody's tired of her. I think that they gave Becky that match to kind of help Rhea maintain her dominance or whatever. But Rhea eventually picked up the win. But what do you guys think about that match and stuff like that? I thought it was pretty good, but I was happy to see Rhea getting away with that.
I actually was thinking Becky was going to win with her book coming out, with she Rhea had a lot of heat, you know, talking about her daughter, you know, talking about the family and all that stuff. Becky coming on Ariel Helwani's show and coming at her. I mean, so I was like, okay, I guess they're gonna go ahead and give Becky the rub. The match was good. It was good. I figured it would be a little better than what it was, but it was a good match, and it was a lot. I would say this WrestleMania, there was a lot of matches that could have gone either way, and I would have been cool with it either way, because Rhea has that when Stone Cold was transforming into the 316 Stone Cold kind of heat, you know, it's like she's that tweener,
yeah,
that bad good guy, girl rather, and I'm cool with her keeping the title, because I mean she's hot right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if she ended up turning babyface very soon. Rhea Ripley. So when she leaves Judgment Day, I think she's gonna be like probably one of the top female babyfaces on the roster.
I think the problem I had with that match was the announcers kept stressing that she had strep and 100.
Oh, that Becky, yeah.
And so to me, it's like, are you trying to taint Rhea's win or trying to give Becky another run? I'm
gonna be the hater on this particular match, because this is just how I feel personally about Becky Lynch. I get it, but if you rank her with the rest of the what we know as the four horsewomen, she's the last one when it comes to talent. Becky Lynch didn't become Becky Lynch until Nia broke her nose. When Nia Jax broke her nose, then all of a sudden everybody was like, "Oh yeah, she's this and she's great."
Yeah, that was crazy.
As I quote my boy Ricky over here, she just alright when it comes to wrestling. That's just me. So.
She's super alright.
Yeah, super alright.
She's super alright. I mean, you know, I just, you know, they for a while Becky was in this spot where she was just like, everybody was kind of like, what do you do with her? You know what I'm saying? Like, she went down and randomly won the NXT title. That was so random. Just like they didn't know what to do with her. And then all of a sudden they started pushing everything towards, okay, we're going to see Becky and Rhea down the line. You know, there was some SmackDowns, I mean, some Raws or whatever, where, you know, they'll pass each other and kind of look at each other like, you know, yeah, we know this is about to happen. You know, down the line or whatever. But Becky, like I'm with you though, Q. Like, I mean, in the ring, you could just kind of see some people that kind of like Bianca and, you know, stuff like that they kind of got that. Like EO tonight. We'll get to that match. Like, man, EO was nasty tonight, man. Like, she did some crazy stuff. You can just kind of see that, but Becky is kind of still kind of, how can I say this? What's some older lady wrestlers like Rockin' Robin, Wendy Richter ish. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to some of the stuff that she be doing, you know what I'm saying? She may, drive some people through a table every now and then, but it's just, you know,
she's playing. She playing.
Yeah.
Super alright.
Yeah, man, Becky's straight, man. Y'all be hating on Becky, man. She's straight. I mean, but I get what you. I mean, it's when he said that about ranking the four horsewomen, I was like, man, hold on now. But when I started thinking about him, I was like, he might be right, you know. But I mean, if you think about it, everybody really got. I mean, we were talked about John Cena back in the day, the 5 moves of doom. Everybody pretty much got their move selection, and they stayed within that little segment. If you was Cody. Bro, Cody got about 5 solid moves, and he do them all the time.
He do, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he will not finish unless he's doing those moves in succession.
Yes.
That Cody Cutter, the crossroad. I mean, all those little moves are, you know, his little 5 moves of doom, and everybody.
And then he stole a couple of them from his daddy.
Right.
Right.
I'm interested in seeing when that man gonna slide off that rope on that Cody color though, man. Like this.
Oh yeah, he gonna slip and fall one
man.
Man.
Everybody. It happens to people,
It's
man.
gonna catch him.
Hey,
It's gonna
look.
catch him.
Hey, did
Real
y'all
quick.
notice? Go ahead.
Real quick now, just because I have my phone in front of me, and it's gonna change it from wrestling, bruh. ESPN just said that John Calipari about to leave Kentucky, go to Arkansas. So he's finalizing the deal to become the coach of the University of Arkansas. 5-year deal.
You lying.
Wow.
ESPN just broke it,
Interesting.
which is crazy. So I already know that the group meet's gonna blow up here in a second talking about that.
You
We can get back to
lying.
wrestling.
For real? Let me bring that up.
Kentucky's
Are
John
you?
Calipari
Wow.
finalizing the 5-year deal to become the next coach
Yep.
of Arkansas.
But see,
right.
you know that USC just took Musselman from Arkansas. That's random, but Arkansas haven't like since Nolan Richardson though.
Yeah,
Like
and they trying to get back to that.
40 minutes of
Big
hell.
move, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, they trying it.
but honestly, I think Kentucky fans are getting tired of Calipari anyway. So he probably would dip him before he actually got fired.
Right. Yeah.
He wasn't because I
That was
think
a
he's been there.
preemptive move.
I didn't even realize. Now, granted, Calipari has a place at our heart because he used to be Memphis' coach. So we follow all this news, but you don't realize he left 16 years ago. This was year 16 or this was year 15. He was probably going into his 16th year, and now he's going to leave and go to Arkansas.
I didn't realize it'd been that long.
Yeah, right.
They never won a championship, did they?
They Kentucky won one. That's why I said in those 15 years, he's only had one championship.
Okay.
So that's why Kentucky is probably like we expected more from you.
The University of Memphis would take that one.
Man,
Hell, we was close.
all day, every day.
Yeah.
Right there.
Man, we'll take that. Man, that was the saddest day. Like after they lost
They
that
would have
thing,
took
bro.
it
It was,
anyway, so it's, you know.
yeah,
It was at this man's house. Please don't leave us. Please don't go.
that was crazy. That man was
Yeah,
like
press conference and everything. Yeah.
See ya.
You lose by a free throw, and it's bad. And they still missing free throws to this day.
Bro, it's in the water in Memphis,
water.
bro.
That should be a requirement. If you miss a free throw, that's all you're gonna do in practice.
How you shoot a good percentage from three, but can't miss a free can't hit free throws, bro.
Yeah.
They're free.
Hey, they need to start doing free throws off the dribble.
They need to start jumping from the free throw line. Then make it a jump shot. Then, okay. So yeah, we got through that. Written good breaking news from Q over here. That man, like,
yeah, I'm about to turn my phone around because now
he on his
news.
Woj. No, I like that aspect of it. Gonna be the Wojo of the group, then, man. Break out something else. You know
Right.
Let us know when the 49ers move from San Francisco. So the next match, I want to say was the Rey Mysterio. That was Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. What's his name?
Santos
Escobar.
No,
you talking about
the tag team.
Yeah,
Andrade.
Yeah. That was just random. Was Dragon Lee really hurt? I guess.
Well, wait. If you go back and look at SmackDown, he might not necessarily be hurt, but I think they're setting up where Carlito was the one that jumped Dragon Lee. Because if you notice, once Andrade came around and said, "I'm gonna be your partner," Carlito was like, "Hey, I heard that Dragon Lee is out." Expecting Ray to say, "Okay,
that was random." He was just
when
like,
he said, he kind of looked like, "Okay, you already got another partner." But yeah, I think it's time for Carlito to turn.
Yeah,
because some people just need to be heels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like babyface Carlito. Yeah, he
bring
won
back the apple and spin in these folks' faces, man.
Yeah, so we got him. We got Rey Mysterio. Versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. It was pretty. It was a cool match. You know, it's just weird how they do these. How can I say this without sounding like I can't say Mexican? What's the right way to say this? Hispanic. Thank you very much.
Which I told y'all when Andrade first signed. I said he better go to Raw. If not, they're gonna put him with the LWO.
And I'm just like, it's not hitting right now. But anyway, we'll talk about this. So Andrade, Rey Mysterio, you know, that was a good. They had some good. Andrade is really good, and I want to see him. I want to see them use him more than this whole little beef with the LWO and Santos and Escobar and stuff like that. I just realized though also that was a reunion of some sorts with Andrade and whatchamacallit because she was
Zelina.
Zelina, that was his manager, and that's how he got his claim to fame. He actually won won the
he
heavyweight
won the
championship.
NXT title. Yo, he
Yeah,
won NXT. Yeah,
with her in the
With
corner.
her.
So when he picked her up, I was like, "What's going on?" And I thought about, it, I was like, yeah, that's a reunion, of some sort with
Which
that.
was
But
Yeah.
other than that, the match and stuff was good and stuff. Very random. That
Oh yeah, they threw that together at the last minute. It seemed like
yeah, and then the
it's almost like they
Philadelphia
wanted.
Eagles.
Yeah, it's almost like they wanted Dom to have a match on there somewhere. Like, well, we can just have him go against Ray again, or get him in a match with
And
Ray.
Yeah, 'cause
speaking of Dom, the guy, I couldn't stand him. I see, oh, he got a nepotism thing. He in there. Oh man, he sucks. He's this, he's that. That guy is my dude. When I see him come on the screen, man, I get excited. I say, yeah, that boy they finna boo him out the building. I absolutely love everything they have done with that man's character.
he
Outstanding.
natural heat. It's funny. Like when he get the mic, the boos just turn up.
Yeah.
Like it's natural heat, and he's getting better in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's getting better in the ring.
And that also they can go back to what I was saying earlier about Rhea Ripley. That's an easy way to make her a babyface. You can set up an angle where she catches Dom like cheating on her or something like that, because everybody already hates Dom anyway. So the fact that y'all treating Rhea like this, yeah.
But I mean, like, and this kind of off the subject, but should you break them up now? But I knew that's where it seemed like that's where they were headed with the loss of the championships, and Dom lost, and I was like, Rhea the only one that kept her title. But now that Damien won the championship,
why
I'm
would
like,
you let them lose? Well, you know what? Which one of y'all said it? They're gonna turn around and lose. Miz now gonna turn around and lose that belt tomorrow.
They're gonna lose tomorrow. Through Finn and Dom gonna get the belts tomorrow.
Either Dom, Finn, or they might go ahead and do whatchamacallit, JD and whatchamacallit.
JD
What
and
Joe? What we say?
Come on, bro. Please don't tell me that. I mean,
think about it.
I don't think this is that era anymore. That was more of a Vince McMahon era where you just kind of flip flop belts around.
Oh
yeah. Triple H, that's not his MO to just pick up a belt and drop a belt like that. Now I get it. It is R-Truth and Miz, so I get it. But I mean, that's the next day.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're gonna lose it, only because they already use R-Truth now anyway for comic relief. You just use them as a champion. It just gives them more TV time. So I don't see a problem. I don't see a problem with them holding it for at least until SummerSlam. That's August. So
yeah, and then I'm assuming you're trying to give
that's the next big one.
The tag team titles more visibility anyway, since you split them back up,
right?
Because you got more real tag teams and more makeshift tag teams. So I mean, you might as well. I mean, I don't have a problem with them dropping it soon, but the next day, come on, man.
Yeah.
You might as well not. They might as well not. I understand.
Bro, you know how many times they done that to somebody before,
Really?
and plus that just kind of breaks up the whole thing of knowing who's going to win and stuff like that. Oh, they didn't have this for about 3 or 4 months. Okay, they probably go ahead, or they didn't have this for 6, or in Self's defense, he almost had it a year. It was like, yeah, him being hurt and how long he had it, probably going to drop it tonight or whatever, which he did. But yeah, we gonna get to that match here shortly or whatever. But
that was
the Mysterios match and stuff like that kind of felt like the little home push thing with whatchamacallit, Lane Johnson and Kelsey getting in the ring and stuff like that, to kind of rile up the fans and a little rah-rah moment or whatever. But I get that match. I give it a C.
It was a feel-good moment, and then, I mean, Ray and Andrade won. I mean, it's just that, I think somebody, either I heard this or somebody in the group said it, you can't have too many high matches, because if you stay on a high the entire time, then you can't, it's not an even kill, if you will. So you got to have those highs and then those matches that are, I don't want to call it a low, but it's just a match that kind of keeps you calm and you just kind of watch it and you just feel it's just a feel good match. And I felt like that match was kind of like a feel good match. You really wasn't like Seth and Drew or Cody and The Rock.
Yeah, because there wasn't a lot
Right.
in it. It just it was a feel good match and something to entertain the crowd during that time. So.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So got through that, and then I think that was man, bump memorizing this stuff, and I'm just gonna
I noticed because that's when I left to go get something to eat, and then I ended up missing Jimmy and Jay was next. So by the time I got home from getting something to eat, it was that match was over with. I'm like, hey.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna say this.
That had to be match of the night.
The video package that they put together, the match was probably better than the match.
That was match of the night.
It had the potential, and I don't know what.
No, that was match as in striking a match. And
now I can see this though. I can see because they always do this. I can see that either on Raw or SmackDown running it back. It's like WrestleMania rematch.
Yeah,
and I can see them giving more time and maybe doing
no more time.
They had time. There was time on the issue.
I still think it was a time issue, but.
I think it was a okay match, but I think we wanted to see more brawling because we just thought it was that personal where they were gonna fight. Now I love the drama, but I saw it coming where Jimmy was like, "I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry." I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah,
he gonna get you, dog.
With the low blowers on when he come in close.
And if you think back to their tag team matches, bro, they've had some 5-6 star, if you will, tag team matches with them, New Day. I mean, their tag team matches, and it's nonstop action. It's like, I think I mentioned this to y'all earlier, like all these pauses in between.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I mean, all this talking. I mean, come on, hit somebody, do something. I mean, it's just
it's almost similar to a Roman. If you think back to the pandemic when Roman was wrestling, he even mentioned this in his little documentary. He used it as an opportunity because everybody was still doing the same thing they always do, even though there was nobody in the crowd. He was the one that I'm gonna talk directly at this camera. People can hear what I'm saying because there's nothing else going on, just to be different.
Mm-hmm.
But and I can see them doing something like that. They trying to talk and pause and do all these things, but it didn't work for this match.
Yeah. It was fine, but it didn't. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
I give it a C-.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is. That's just for the drama that they put in it. So
yeah, it was a solid C. It was a solid C.
I was telling my son, we was watching it. I was like, if y'all had to pick somebody out there who needed it the most, who would you have to win that match?
Jimmy.
Well, yeah, Jimmy needed it.
Jimmy needed it the most, but we already know who the more talented brother is, though. Like we know who career.
That was
Jay been eating pins, y'all. Jay been eating pins. Now.
Yeah, but he been eating pins in like big matches. He ain't been just losing just anybody, but
he winning more than Solo.
Man, what?
Is Solo?
I didn't even.
I almost forgot
Solo been on a losing streak, though. I read. Like,
and speaking about Solo, does the man have any clothes? He wear tights.
No shirt.
And he got on some Mike Tyson punch out shorts and some knee braces.
And what dog been chewing on that towel that come over his face when he go into the ring?
Man, that man, they hazing the hell out of him, man. He was supposed to be the next big thing. Like, you finna lose, bro. R-Truth finna come and pin you, cuz.
Yeah, they thought that he has such a good entrance into this North American champion, and they fiddled around with that and took the belt from him.
And they stripped him of that thing. Like, no, we don't want that belt in the bloodline. We're gonna go give it to another black man.
Man, that was so beautiful. All them having champions. It reminded you like the Horsemen of Evolution. You know what I'm saying? Like when everybody had titles.
That's why R-Truth they're going to lose them belts back to the Judgment Day, because that will solidify that faction.
Yep.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll make it look so much better.
On another note, look at this big mosquito I just killed.
I thought you pulled
man.
off I thought you just pulled off an eyelash.
Man, this
Hey,
is
bro.
The fact, whoa. Hold on. Let's just tell you how country this man is. The fact you holding it with your bare hand right there
Hey,
and
bro.
showing it to the camera.
We
Hey,
live
man.
out
Let's
here.
tell
You
you
paying with
man.
mosquitoes, money?
I don't give a damn.
This
If
man put
I'm getting a paper towel or something. I ain't picking it up with my bare hand.
You's a prissy cute.
I'm
I ain't
just
never
saying,
seen a prissy cute. You should have been a Kappa.
Nah, hey, scratch that from the record.
Ain't nobody.
oh man.
I'll be right back. Let me
Let
dispose of my partner right here. Hold
Right,
on.
yeah. Please do.
Oh, while he gone, let me go ahead and do, I'm slick. I'm trying to be slick, you know what I'm saying? Slick official here. I want to go ahead and tell you guys that this first podcast, ladies and gentlemen, yes, is brought to you by my homie over at Creative Graphics. You know what I'm saying? He sell, little shirts and everything. You know what I'm saying? I got the little merch on today. Respect the hustle. You know what I'm saying? You can see it right there or whatever. So, hey, you guys want to check out some gear and stuff like that, man, to, being an entrepreneur, knowing your purpose, you know what I'm saying? Being a renegade over there, go holler at my boys over there at Creative Graphics. I have that link and stuff in the inbox, man. Go ahead and check out some of his gear and stuff like that. See, I got to look, see what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do a little something here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing it. Yeah, thank you for killing that big ass mosquito and allowing me some time to go ahead and give a shout out to my guy over there at Creative Graphics. All right, so the next one after the Jimmy and Jay one, let's see. We had the 6-pack. Let's go ahead and talk about the tag, since we were talking about the tag team titles. I forgot where I was. I think my son brought it up, or one of you guys brought it up, is that they were trying to separate the belts. I totally missed that until the match, when they said that, whoever grabs they have to grab the titles and they will be named the champion. And then if they got the other belts, they'll be, undisputed. So I knew then that they were going to split the belts up or whatever. So it kind of made it easier. Let's go ahead and go through the people who was in. We had Damien and Finn. They were the defending champs. Then you got the Awesome Truth. DIY came out with the DX thing. That was pretty dope. Yeah. New Day, they didn't had their run. New Catch Republic, which is a random tag team, by the way. And then A-Town Down Under. That was not what I was expecting. I did not expect them to grab the belt. I did not expect them to come out with anything. They're doing what they can to build up Grayson. I think they're going to probably push Grayson more this year than anything. And then especially with that, with Grayson doing his thing down when they went down for Elimination Chamber, and how Grayson just let Austin get towed up like that. I was like, oh, they're going to go ahead and break them up or whatnot, but they didn't, and now they hold the SmackDown titles. And then so obviously they're on SmackDown. You can kind of call it and see. So obviously the next belt is going to go to somebody from Raw, and it was either going to be DIY, Judgment Day, or Awesome Truth. Gentlemen,
I looked at the what they call it, A-Town Down Under. It's because if you look at the not only just the previous night before, but just weeks leading into Mania, they basically been hazing these boys. They took because they made them run the night before, run away from KO and Randy Orton, keep him busy so Logan Paul can do his thing. They were always want to get in the backstage heat from Kevin Owens, so they've been putting in work behind the scenes. And I feel like them getting the belt was kind of like a reward for the stuff y'all been doing. Hey, we appreciate y'all carrying this storyline along, but I can see them losing the titles pretty quick too. I don't see them holding it for very long. But
I actually like it. I like it. I think Austin Theory is probably the most talented between the two. That's just my personal opinion. And I think that they could have a good run. I think they kind of made them into a little comedy act for a while, but I think if they really got serious, I think they could be a force to, I think they'll do good. Have a nice little run.
Yeah, Austin Theory is definitely better in the ring. I will give Grayson Waller the uppers on the mic though. So if you look at that combination of ring skill and mic skill, I think Grayson is better on the mic. So
Yeah, Grayson is pretty good. He's pretty good on the mic. And so Awesome Truth. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Our truth, like our truth is gold, bro. Like I was looking at the entrance into the women's Royal Rumble, man. When he ran down Valhalla and looked at her like, "Bitch, what you doing?" Like the man is gold, bro.
Those are men in there. Those are women in there.
he is gold.
And even in the ladder match, he pinned the man and counted himself.
Right.
And then he was like, "Oh, it's a ladder match."
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think A-Town Down Under was gonna be the call either. New Catch Republic or DIY seemed like a better call to me. I mean, especially if you're finna. I mean, I don't have a problem with Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, but you know, they're fine. But Awesome Truth, oh man, yeah, All Truth. Man,
and that's why they'll say that one for last too. The crowd kind of erupted for that win.
He got to get a run.
So who are the other tag teams in on SmackDown then too?
Who are the other tags?
Oh, Street Profits, man, they're still there. Street Profits, AOP, they're there.
Yeah, AOP. And they got to decide what they're gonna do with that too, because
question.
That was another one.
I was watching the New Day as they were coming to the ring, and I watched them at the Hall of Fame, and I'm sitting there like, okay, I think this little bit is getting old. What do you think they?
Nah, I mean it's too late in the game for them.
They've invested this is so long. It's going to continue to ride, at least until Kofi decides to retire. I think it's going to be this.
And you got to think about it. I mean, every time somebody's always injured, and they kind of stick and stay. And then now with Big E, maybe not coming back. I mean, why break them up? You know what I'm saying? It's just one other thing that the group would have to deal with, and I think they're really truly that close in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think they're gonna. It's old, but they can, and they've reinvented themselves like multiple times if you really think about it.
Do you think they just pushed them into this match as far as a tag team? I think there's probably a couple more people you could probably put together than
probably. They need an experienced tag team in there, I think.
Yeah. When you look at it, they think they were the most experienced tag team.
Yeah. I mean, somebody who can kind of keep everything flowing. Because you're talking about New Catch Republic, they're new to this, especially on this stage. This may have been their first WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was probably their first
DIY's first WrestleMania too.
Right.
So everybody's first Mania in that match except for
Truth and
Judgment Day. In the
Judgment Day. But
I give that match, honestly, I give that match an A, man. That was a good match. It was a good match.
It was some crazy bumps in that match.
They did have some cheap ass ladders in there. Y'all see the ladder that buckled when they tried to climb?
It looked like it's wood, like two picks.
It was like they put like that pink insulator.
I thought they had taped it up.
Yeah. I don't know about an A. I'm good with a B plus. It was definitely a solid match. And I don't disagree with you. There was some crazy bumps, and it was a good match. And the outcome, I'm not mad about A-Town Down Under. I mean, that's fine. Just as long as Austin Truth got one of them bills, I was gonna be straight. You know, Truth needed one. I feel like what would be one last run for him, because the man like 50 something.
Bro.
Our Truth is 52 or 50.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying nothing wrong with being 50. But you ain't out here wrestling though.
But think about it. Why do all of these wrestlers and stuff like that, their best time in wrestling and their best time come in their 40s damn near? Like, it's crazy.
Like, I think because somebody said that somebody need to give LA Knight, the young guy, a push. I'm like, LA Knight like 40 something out there.
Right. But both LA Knight and AJ Styles were in their 40s before he even got to WWE. So
Yeah.
Right.
if you put in that time as a young
In the
wrestler,
Indies.
I guess getting the experience, and then everybody knows once you get in that business, WWE is the top, is where everybody trying to get to. So you got to grind in them other leagues to get there. You might not get there till you're in your 40s. So, but
Real quick, yeah, we got somebody in the comments saying what's up, man. I don't know if you guys saw that or whatever. David Bradley, what's up, man? Welcome to the WrestleMania Man Cave, man. And he said you wanted to ask a question in here. So he asked, how do we watch WrestleMania? I know a guy who know a guy who know a guy. But my professional answer is I watch it on Peacock.
yeah, you got with all these streaming services, you got to get, if you're a wrestling fan, you got to subscribe to Peacock.
Right.
And depending on, like, I have Xfinity as my internet service, and because of that, I get Peacock for like $2.99 a month. So it's nothing.
So somebody asked who had the Peacock Premium. I don't know.
I don't know anybody that has it. It's probably a different cost.
I said, does anybody have Peacock Premium?
So
because you had it, big money.
No. I watch commercials.
Right, I watch commercials too. So my little $2.99 a month, you get commercials. So that's not the premium price.
It's like I'm if I got to pay extra to see some previews, I'm not paying. If that's all I get. But yeah, Peacock, same Peacock.
I like I said, I know a guy. So I know a guy, but the safe answer is, ladies and gentlemen, go to Peacock and then go to Netflix whenever they decide to.
This ain't the 90s. We ain't paying $60 for a pay-per-view no more. I mean,
nah.
Even before Peacock, the WWE Network, yeah, you had that. You got all the pay-per-views free.
I know that's my man. That's why it's so hard for me to stay in tune with AEW.
Bro,
I'm not giving you
UFC in this stuff because I'm not paying.
I'm not giving you $60 for no. Even though I want to watch it, and I do watch it, but I don't pay $60.
Don't pay for it. Yeah.
All right, so we got the tag team thing. I'll get to your question in a minute, David. You want to know a little bit about Rock and Roman. We're going to get there, man. Just hang in there with us. But we want to talk about, we want to go to let's talk about Bianca, Naomi, and Jade versus Damage Control. Pretty decent match and stuff like that. There's a lot of talent and stuff in the ring. All at one. I know, Joe. It's a lot of quote unquote talent.
I'm gonna tell you what. The intro was so fire, and just seeing, just from a black man's perspective, seeing three beautiful, strong, intelligent, well-spoken black women in there together, man. And then that press conference after, it's like, hey, we all can win together. You know what I'm saying? It's not like anybody trying to, when you hearing the rap beast between Nikki and Meg, and it's all this little stuff. But when you see three women who, I mean, it's not that many titles, in between for people to compete for. You know what I'm saying? But when you see them working together and having fun together, man, that is so beautiful, man.
So this is what they was doing. We can all win, and then that's what we want to. Man, they finna break this shit up, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like,
I can't see Jade being a baby.
Yeah, the internet is calling them the Power Buff girls. Off of Powerpuff. So I like that name. They should roll with it.
I think Naomi looks extra for me. Put her in the bloodline.
But crazy thing about
but she act just like her husband though in the thing.
That's
true.
She
act just like.
Hey man, can we have a moment right quick, man?
Oh, okay, my bad, man.
Oh, my bad.
We have a black girl moment right quick.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold up.
Y'all start checking them, bro.
Let me find the Titanic music so you can talk about this emotional moment.
Go ahead. Beat them up. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, black man.
We ain't beating them up. We just saying that, like, we're not gonna keep Jade and Bianca. Somebody got to go to the other side. Somebody got to do. And like I said, out of both of them, I would rather it be Jade.
But I would love to see Bianca. I
No,
would
no,
love
right.
to see
I mean,
that.
I'm
Heel
waiting on.
Bianca would be dope.
I'm waiting on the Bianca heel turn, but it's gonna be a minute though. I think because she's literally like the female John Cena right now. I don't
But
see
the
her
people
turning
people are
anytime soon.
getting tired of her. You can kind of hear it too.
Well, yeah, true. But what I
You
want to
can-
happen, and again, this is just me fantasy booking, is that Bianca and Jade go after the tag titles, and they could even call themselves the strongest, tag team in the women's division, which they are. And then at some point as tag champions, and they can literally have a Roman Reigns run on it because again they're that dominant. But at some point, I think Jade is going to, as she grows and she gets better, Jade's going to be the heel, and she's going to end up turning on Bianca. That's what I want to have.
start them off as a tag team and break this stuff up.
Right, start them off as a tag team, and then for a year or so, or maybe 6 months,
But
and then
dang,
have
who gonna
Jade.
beat who gonna beat them?
That's what I'm saying.
Little Mama. What's the little the little mama from American Ninja Warrior and the other little black chick with her and stuff like that? Like what?
And stuff.
Yeah, like what they gonna beat them? Like come on, man. Like
Chance and something. What is it?
yeah, Katana Chance and yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I think Jade does need a little time because if you still look at her in the ring, which I guess because it was AEW, I didn't really notice it as much, but she is still a little raw.
Oh yeah, very much so. That's why I said she needs to be in a tag team to kind of cover up some of her flaws until she gets a little better.
Remember, her matches in AEW were only 2-3 minutes.
True.
Right.
Goldberg style.
Like Goldberg stuff.
Yeah. Right. So what can you really show?
And that's really unlike AEW because you're talking about 30-minute matches. And
but they knew the potential that she had, and they wanted to get her out there and expose her. I get what they did and why they did it, but they even said she hadn't even been out on the road yet, so she hadn't been doing house shows. So,
okay,
yeah.
So I think now she's probably gonna get ready to get into these house shows, and we'll probably see her get better.
Yeah, I was like, you talking about Jade?
Yeah,
she been on the road. She just ain't been wrestling because man, you follow her Instagram, she be everywhere. Baseball games, basketball games, parties.
But she ain't in that ring.
She was at Diddy's house a couple months ago. No bullshit.
Look, she need to be in the
ring. She out there line dancing and she, she's still with her again, and she out there with her sorrows and stuff, man. Shout out to the first family, man. A5, aka, you know what I'm saying, how we do it. Shout out.
They ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
Yeah, shout out.
Hey, Ryan said he ready to get to Roman. Ryan is ready.
Ryan is ready. They ready to go ahead and talk about that. But look, we still got some other stuff we gonna go through. Let's talk about what I thought was the match of wrestling tonight was Gunther and Sami Zayn. If y'all know, did y'all notice that to me, as being a big Rocky fan, they were pulling on Rocky 3 so hard.
Yep.
Oh yeah, doing that match.
Yeah. They were pulling on Rocky with this.
Gunther being was the big Russian dude in Rocky?
Well, he wasn't. He was supposed to be Clubber Lang in this point.
Oh, okay.
And so then you had Apollo Creed getting trained. Was supposed to be whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
And then obviously, we're in Philadelphia. We're in Philadelphia, people.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where Rocky is. So everybody loves a good underdog story or whatever. So that's what they were portraying with this one. And I kind of figured that it was time to go ahead and give Sammy the belt so Gunther can go ahead and try to concentrate on bigger things. And I think he's going to go get the belt. You know what I'm saying? From somebody.
And to be honest with you, I think that would be for me. That would be the only reason to have Gunther lose, because I get it. Sammy is the underdog, but this is not the same underdog story he was when it comes to the bloodline and with Roman. Because
that story was better.
But Sammy's been the Intercontinental Champion before, so it's not like he's winning this first belt. That he's never had before. He's had that champion before. Right. But I get it, being an underdog and like you said, that Rocky story and finally getting the belt off of Gunther. Now, what I don't like the fact, and again, the religious guy in me, is that Gunther had the belt 666 days. So it's gonna constantly be in the record book. Sure let that man win keep it one more day, and then lose.
He lost the mark of the beast. You and devil, you.
I know they weren't paying attention, but that's the first thing I saw. He said 666.
I don't know that Gunther cares, but I wouldn't want that. I'm like, nah, put me on night 2.
Wait a minute.
Or lie and say it was 665 or something.
Did he slick lose on one of those days?
Oh,
He lost and
lost.
got it back. He's lost and got it
No,
back.
he lost that time limit
Limit drop,
match
yeah,
to
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the
okay.
belt
Well,
doesn't change
Chad
hands. So he has a
Oh.
loss on his record. It just you can't win the title on a draw or count out or anything.
Yeah, and I think he yells it. I think it was he lost a time limit, and then he lost like a count out.
That's what with Chad. Yeah, with Chad Gable, it was a count out. Yeah,
But that was some long title reigns that were ended at WrestleMania, man.
and it's still because people forget Rhea won the women's title at Mania last year, so she's headed 365 at least. Her title at least 365 days.
Yeah.
So it's been some long title reigns, man.
And let it ride too, because I don't see nobody. The only person that I see that'll mess with her right now is either gonna be Bianca or Jade, or they're gonna let Charlotte come back and get her belt. Her
Where
Boo
is
Andrade.
I personally don't want to see
It's
Charlotte and Rhea no more because we've never gotten Rhea and Bianca. I'd rather have that than Rhea and Charlotte again, but because that'd be 3. I think Charlotte.
I would rather. Yeah, I mean, because I don't. Yeah, Charlotte's fine, but I don't like the coming in and immediately getting a title.
Oh yeah,
it's like they're trying to make her the one that beats her father's record.
Yeah,
because they're dumping titles on her like crazy.
That's beat your dad. Here's another reign.
Right. It may stop now with Triple H at the helm, but this seemed like something Vince was trying to do.
So why don't we go ahead? Why don't we go ahead and just go ahead and do Women United States Championship, Women's Intercontinental Championship on and that way we can prep some of these women to that's how the title's usually supposed to go.
Yeah.
Prepping somebody to go to the next level with their title reign and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The women, they have the tag titles. I don't know why they took the NXT titles. That was I don't know about that, but give these women more opportunities. We know Zelina Vega is not going to win the chip there right now. We just know that. But she'll be a hell of a women's United States champion. You know what I'm saying? Or something, something to do something like that.
You get when you do that, you kind of get into that. And again, I'm not finna bad talk AEW. We're not gonna start that right now. Oh, it's coming later, but not tonight. But that's about AEW. I feel like there's way too many titles, and I don't want the WWE to do that. Now, I will say this, and I think y'all saw the group text a couple days ago. NXT introduced a women's North American championship.
Yes,
so it's going to be their version of the women's Intercontinental title,
right
over there. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't want them to adopt too many titles.
I think one of those would be cool, but both maybe a little bit too much.
Intercontinental, then do that, because U.S. title that ain't meant nothing since WCW. To be honest with you, I said it. I cried 2 tears in the bucket.
Yeah,
take it to the stage.
I mean, I like the U.S. title, but I will say this: I was trying to think of who all had the titles, and I could not remember that Logan Paul had that title for a while.
Oh, the U.S. title,
yeah. And I'm like, why does he still have it? But I mean, hey, it's a later conversation, I guess.
Well, you gotta have at least one title that's not on TV all the time. And now that with Roman probably gonna be gone, we're gonna see that undisputed title every week.
Oh,
we'll get to that. So
both of them.
Bravo.
The World Championship and the undisputed title.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Because between Brock and Roman, the WWE title was doggone near non-existent.
All right, so we ended night 1, y'all. We're gonna talk about Roman a little bit here, Ray, and you can go ahead and keep a cool booty. We finna talk about your boy. You seem kind of butthurt that 1300 days as champion is all gone, but just like everything, man, some things got to come to an end. But it started yesterday. Roman and The Rock versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, which was crazy idea. You kind of saw it coming back when they came up with the stipulations of this match, because they wanted to kind of put a little bit more oomph on Cody eventually coming away with the belt. But it started tonight, which I thought it was pretty dope for these gentlemen to not only wrestle on night 1, but also put on pretty good matches the following night as well. So I give them a round of applause for that. But yesterday's match, gentlemen, let's talk about that. What you guys think, man? Seeing The Rock in the ring for the first time in what they said, 9 years, 9 years.
Hey,
So
man,
seeing The Rock back in the ring with his
that guy was
black tighted whiteys and the new Brahma Bull belt,
he
you know what I'm
was shit
saying?
in
Yeah.
that.
I
I
think
was like,
Rock did okay, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For being gone as long as he did, he didn't seem blown up to me. He seemed like he had the cardio down. He was there again. So now he almost tore his ACL on one move. Though I don't know if you saw him. He tried to stomp, and I don't know if his foot went out or something. He kind of fell into the turnbuckle in the corner, but he got out of there.
I was nervous. And I don't want nobody this year to pull a Shane McMahon.
Oh yeah.
Didn't want nobody. I was nervous when Snoop came out here today. I was like, damn, somebody finna get hurt. I was like, hopefully Snoop ain't gotta go back in the ring and
Don't
do
jump.
no
Don't
people
try to jump
elbow
off
and
top
hurt.
rope.
Man,
Stay on
Snoop
your.
looked like his bones were about to break last year when he got in the ring,
jump
bro.
out there.
It just,
Do a frog splash.
but
We do a frog splash standing straight up. But, man,
it looked like both of
Came out
those
the ring.
cats, man,
Came out
were in prime shape for this mania. You
Yeah.
know, the bloodline. They were ready. They looked good. They looked like they came to play.
Yeah.
And they were on point. They probably both of them probably looked as good as I've ever seen either one of them. So, you know,
And man, that was a good match. I mean, it was a long match.
very
It was-
long.
like I think they went like 45 minutes.
It was almost
And
an
it
hour,
was-
right?
Yeah. I don't know the official time, but I know it was over 40.
It was action the entire time. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of lulls in that match, and it was entertaining. I mean, you think about the double pedigrees, and I mean, I thought him sparing The Rock would kind of bring about more than it did.
And it
But
may come back.
You know, it was cool. But man, that I did not expect it to be as good as it was. And then him, you know, doing his final boss move with no count outs and no discount. I'm like,
Right.
well,
Of course, the referee, I'm gonna fire you. Yeah.
Right.
that man said, "Do not count, or I'ma fire you."
Right.
Like it was like he had the ref in his pocket the entire match.
They said there was one moment where the ref told Cody, "I'm sorry, but he's my boss." Almost I can't do it.
He did. He went over there to him. I think after he had kicked him in the sack.
Yeah.
I love how they didn't wait till the end of the show almost to break the announcers tables. Usually they'll go and break the Spanish announce table.
Man, the Spanish announce table always the first one to go, man. That's all.
Not tonight, not Saturday night though. They went ahead and knocked Michael Cole desk away. So I was like, all right.
We already know that table set up the break, but they still have people standing up on it and stuff. That's some Royal furniture from Memphis, man. That's some good stuff.
They trust that you gotta stand in the exact same spot for the break.
Because as soon as they break, they send somebody out there. Okay, boys, let's put it back together. They put the thing back together and they ready to roll.
I'm gonna say this because it kind of goes into day 2 as well. Because he's in this match, I'm gonna mention him. Seth Rollins need his check double tonight for this whole weekend because not only he wrestled in that last match, he wrestled the first match tonight, then came back later, got beat on again, got his eyes swole by Drew, it looks like, and then he was limping after the main event tonight. After Cody, definitely need to be paid double.
That's why Cody, looked down and shook his hand and was like,
shook his hand,
hey, I appreciate you.
Man, what?
He is a workhorse. I was telling my son like last night match and get the brakes beat off you like that, and then to start off tonight and take so many claymores that you took.
One of them caught him in the eye because the eye was swole.
And then he didn't just eat. He didn't just pack it up tonight.
Right. Oh yeah.
I mean that was a good match today.
That was a good way to start it. That was a good way to start off tonight's match. But yeah, yesterday was good. It was pretty cool to see Rock get the pin. I thought there was going to be some problems there to kind of tease this breakup that everybody seems to think that's coming between the bloodline. But I think Roman kept it cool and let him go ahead and do the craziest, like an elbow drop is still, ladies and gentlemen, is still a finisher.
But did you notice he thought about it for
He
a
put a
minute
little stank
before
on
he
it.
tagged Rock in? He thought about it. He was
With
like,
Roman.
yeah, he
Yeah.
thought about it. He was like, all right. And then he just went on and tagged.
Yeah.
So that may be, like I said, that going back into tonight and stuff like that, all of this stuff is going to probably play into the future or whatever. So now, if you guys are good with talking about that, any other observations for day one before we get into today's
He's about to step. I think he's
WrestleMania?
about to step away and do a movie anyway soon.
Roman, yeah.
No, Rock.
Rock. Oh, right, yeah.
Rock and I think Rock and Roman will probably be.
Roman is too.
I heard Roman was.
If not the movie role, he's definitely taking some time off though.
He's taking some time.
Yeah.
He been off. Never mind.
Yeah, hey, you right. You right.
Hey man, them couple PTO days in the middle of the week, that don't count. I need a long vacation. I need a month PTO.
Because didn't he say in his I didn't now is that where is that A&E special? Is that on the network? Not the network, but is that on Peacock?
No, that's on the A&E stuff. And funny, no, it's crazy.
I saw it on YouTube the other day. You can pull it up.
It might be on YouTube. Like I don't have the channels anymore because I'm straight streaming. But Xfinity, through their Xfinity stream app, that AEW channel is one of the channels that you can stream out of. So I was able to watch it that way through the Xfinity stream.
Because didn't he say if he loses,
he was gone? Well, he just said if I lose, I'm gone.
Oh, okay.
We don't know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah, that made everybody say anything. But anyway, before we get to, I'm gonna do it again because Sig was throwing away that Jurassic Park ass mosquito. You know what I'm saying? I want to also, again, before we get started into this, go ahead and give a shout out to one of our sponsors for our first podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to send a shout out to and tell you guys to go mess with my boy over there at Creative Graphics, wearing the merch and stuff here. Go in there, get your swag on, man. Got a lot of good stuff over there, man. I got my a young brother out here in Arizona where I am, man, that's doing the thing, man, with some of this good merch and stuff like that, stuff that he's designing. He's designing his own thing. He's doing a lot of good stuff here. So, man, I'll have that link in the bio, man. Go out there and show my boy some love here over at Creative Graphics. So that is going to lead us into night 2. We're going to get.
Let me holler. So I just saw and took Quilly's place. I just saw a dirt sheet post from Vince McMahon's trainer. It says Vince McMahon was unable to attend his first WrestleMania. How quickly people forget that without his vision, there will be no wrestling or WrestleMania. Sadly, when a person is down, the people who say they love you turn their backs on you. I thought that'd be a good conversation to kind of lead.
Look, we not discouraging anything the Vince McMahon did from the business side of wrestling and what they do. But at the end of the day, in this whole Me Too movement, bro, you know what you did. You just gotta take your punishment and kind of disappear from it. I said the same thing when stuff came out about Bill Cosby. You just need to go away for a little while. Don't say nothing. Don't do any appearances, interviews, anything. Come back a few years later, I guarantee you all things be forgiven. And Vince will be the same thing, but same way. It's gonna take some time. And this is the first of probably a few WrestleManias he's gonna miss. But he's just gonna have to suck them lemons for a while. And
why he missed it? He can always
miss some too. Puffy gonna miss some WrestleManias too.
Puffy finna miss a whole lot of stuff. Like like I said, and one of my other videos and stuff that I did about 2024, man, we like 4 months in, and it's been so much stuff. Like every month has been some stuff where you just scratching your head about stuff. So, like I said, with this particular situation with Puffy, man, it's going to get worse before it gets better, unfortunately. But with Vince, I mean, you made that bed, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't get away with doing wrong, and it just you ride off in the sunset, man. There's always going to be repercussions and stuff for your action, but you shouldn't have missed it, Vince. You got Peacock too.
And if I'm
Cut
being
it,
hon- if we're
cut
being
it on,
honest,
cut it on.
if we're being honest, I mean the product is better.
Yeah.
It's a lot better.
Yeah.
Um, now
It-
that Vince is his latter years, because I don't want to hate on Vince because he brought us Attitude Era, he brought us
brought us WrestleMania.
right. So he created all this, so I don't want to hate, but during these latter years, I mean, it was like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And it was getting really stale, and that's why AEW was able to kind of come in and have a moment because it's like, okay, wow, look, wrestling, look, these people actually have long matches and they wrestle more than they talk. It's this is great, this is entertaining. But now with Triple H at the helm, man, he flipped the script.
It's funny you say that. I think that's what Vince is pissed about. You notice this whole show, this whole weekend, they kept talking about the Triple H era, or this is the Paul Levesque era. This is his WrestleMania.
They were really putting a stamp on that thing real
They
hard.
also said wrestling more than I have ever heard wrestling in a
They got away from
WWE
sports
TV
entertainment.
for a
Sports
long
entertainment.
time. I was like,
that
Vince
man
probably
sick. What do you mean wrestling? It's sports entertainment.
Vince probably tore up a couple TVs.
Tow another quad again, sliding in the house. Bro, that was the funniest thing.
Man,
I could not.
Be the worst moment in television.
Look,
history.
his son, and the son and daddy tore quads live on TV.
Golly.
Both on pay-per-views, bro. Both on pay-per-views, sliding in the ring. Come on, man.
But to Vince's credit, he finished that segment.
He was sitting on his butt.
He's sitting over there. Do y'all remember do y'all remember watching it? Did y'all watch that live? Because I sat there and watched it, and I was like, "Why is he sitting in the corner? Like, would you stand up and get like, what is this whole thing?" Then it kind of hit me. I was like, "He might be hurt."
Yeah.
He might be hurt.
He played it off well for you to tear. I think he tore both quads.
He tore both. And to hear, you got to hear, was it John Cena that was in that? You got to hear them tell the story. It's hilarious to hear from their side of things. Him and Batista, man, you got to hear them tell the story because it was hilarious, bro. I was
that's the first time that show is when I learned what a quad was. Because he was just a leg muscle to me. I found out what a quad was because of that.
And that was the anatomy session by Cooley Cox. So we gonna get to this card tonight, man, and stuff, man. Good stuff, man. Like, this is our first Wrestlemania podcast, Man Cave podcast, and we got more to come. So y'all continue to rock with us. Appreciate people in the comment. We had a couple people in the comment section. We got the views and stuff kind of going up and down, but who cares? It's our first time, man. So let's go ahead and get into the first match of the night, which is fresh off the ass whooping from last night. Seth Rollins going against a very fresh Drew McIntyre, who looked confident. He kind of, when he came out with the bagpipes, I thought Roddy Piper had came back. It threw me backwards for a moment. I was like, okay, is he gonna come out with the red and black kilt and pay homage to Roddy Piper or whatever? But no, that was a pretty dope entrance or whatever by Drew and stuff like this. So thoughts on the match, gentlemen?
Good match. I love the up and down. I love the back and forth. I love the story that they told. I love how Seth just kept fighting, and he just kept fighting, and Drew kept bringing it, and he kept bringing it, and he kept bringing it. And I
started off with a Claymore, by the way.
Right.
Ding.
I mean, the match I thought about, because it happened in Mania too, when Sheamus kicked Daniel Bryan's head off within like the first minute and won the title. Mania, that's what I thought was about to happen when he did the Claymore.
I was like, no way, they're finna squash him like this. Right. But they played it so well. Think about it, gentlemen. You was in a hard fought match the night before. Ain't no way you got that energy. Drew was fresh, and he showed it the whole match. He pretty much dominated the match, to be honest with you.
But let's back up real quick. we got to talk about Seth's entrance because we were talking about it in the chat. And
I don't know
was
who
that a
closet he
New
be shopping out
Orleans
of, but he in the spot.
Rosebud reunion? What was really going on? Pride Week was a Pride. What's really going on?
All right, don't get canceled out here. I'll tell you that.
Hey, well, yeah, we just started. Okay.
I just said Pride Week. I ain't say
He didn't say he hated. He didn't say he
whoever
loved
those
it.
people were, they all shop at the same store that Seth shops at. So
right,
all the people that's on that stage.
I'm gonna tell y'all this though. Seth's match, I think, and EO match, I was at church for communion. So all I got to do was watch it. I'm gonna have to go back and actually listen to it because when he was sitting there talking to CM Punk, I was like, man, I gotta turn this up. But Pastor was like,
time out. We're not finna let this. We're not finna let this tightest world slide. We're not finna let this tightest world slide. So, Joe, you was in church on mute watching wrestling.
I feel.
I was in the back.
I would do the same thing, but I wouldn't.
I mean, it was communion, so I didn't want to miss communion. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Well, so why are we talking about that? Let's get the elephant out of the room. Let's get the elephant out of the room. CM Punk, why was he wearing tube socks with that?
Because he knew he wasn't. He knew he was gonna get into some action. He needed some good, some sweat. Need some traction. And you ever tried to move around? Have you ever tried to move around in some church socks? You know what I'm saying? In some shoes, like your church socks and stuff, be sliding around in your Stacy's or whatever shoes you wearing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he need them tube socks to soak up that sweat on your feet.
He could at least got some black ones or something, bro.
For real.
Or blue ones. They got different color ones, bro.
And then you can see the heel. You can see the bottom of the heel.
Oh man, y'all crazy, y'all crazy, man. Yeah, we're gonna get back to the match, man. But I hope Joe was able to hear some of the word though. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so
it was just communion. So, I mean, all I had to hear was, take the bread, break it, eat, take your wine, lift it, drink it. I was straight.
All right,
and then, pray before. Make sure I wasn't sinful.
Okay. All right. If you say the telephone.
I wasn't saying it. Wrestling ain't no saying it.
It depends on which woman wrestling. Anyway, so me, y'all not gonna do this, man. We're not doing this today. All right. So yeah. I thought the match was pretty good too. They showed Drew dominating, and of course, like I said, my son and I, we pretty much was kind of going over it and talking about it. And I said it last night in our group. I was like, whether Seth win or lose, Priest was walking out with that title. Now he lost, and for a minute they dragged it on. I was like, so how is Priest going to? He walked out there and gave it to a lady and kissed on his wife or whatever, whoever that was, and gave it to her and kissed on her, whatever. I was like, so they must gonna wait till Raw tomorrow to have Damian cash it in. But when he kind of stopped and he glanced over there, I put it in our group. I was like, don't walk over there, because I knew once he got over there, this is when the cash in point will start. And sure enough, it happened.
Yeah, I was surprised. I wasn't expecting Damian to cash in, but when CM Punk was there, he basically just stayed on commentating the whole time and not getting involved. I knew something was up then because CM Punk got to do something. So when he won and he walked, like you said, he walked over to where Punk was, and and I'm mad because I think I told you in the group chat I left out of the room and I missed the whole cash in. Even CM Punk even getting involved. I actually during the next match I rewinded to see that part, then went back to live TV to catch the next match. But with getting CM Punk involved, him kind of smiling once he heard Damian's music playing. So I was like, well, I know Drew is probably mad that he just won the title and then lost it, but him and CM Punk is going to start up soon. So
Yeah, but that's great. That's great for Drew's character because it's like he blames everybody for everything that happens, and it's never his fault. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, if he would have won, left out, you know what I'm saying, gave it to his wife or like Ricky said, whoever that was, that significant other or whatever, then walked out, hey, I did it, and left, ignore CM Punk, he's still champion. But that Drew inside of him had him going over there, showing out. And then, you know, am I to assume that CM Punk all right now? Or
well, I think it's still gonna be at least another month or two, I think, before he's fully recovered.
Hey, but did you see he took the little arm thing off and beat the man with it? That was hilarious.
So maybe he is clear. Yeah, I didn't think about it. He did take that brace off.
Right.
That was hilarious to me.
He was moving it on pretty good.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all know he's probably gonna be hurt again in another week.
I mean, he just he seems brittle though. Like even in AEW.
We got WrestleMania Backlash like next.
Two or three times in AEW, didn't he?
Yep.
I want to say tricep was one of the injuries in AEW.
Yeah.
So he probably gonna get hurt again soon.
Oh, of course.
Not to wish it on him, but I'm just saying he just seems, as someone just said, brittle.
Yeah, you're right. So I mean, you got that, and Drew got his moment to hear a pop for him because there were some people out there that wanted that to happen. So he got his moment, and it's just it was a professional moment of him for him to turn right back around and lose it in such a way, which is we kind of saw it coming when they made CM Punk the guest announcer, for the match or whatever. And with that match being first, also in my mind, allowed me to see that Seth was not done for the night, and we'll get a chance to see him a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? In the match. Now I gave myself a thumbs up on the screen and it came up. I'll take that. Okay, they did. Okay, nice. Okay, then stream, y'all. See y'all. All right. So then
what happened to do this?
Go ahead.
I was in my tribal chief. Let's see.
Let's see. And then like Roman Reigns like name will come across the screen or something like that. All right. So then after that, we had a match where I was like, I can go get me something to eat. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the final. What?
The 12 years a slave, man. They done took us back.
Bro, I was like, I looked away, looked up, and outside just saw all these people, man, beating on Bobby, man. The only thing was missing was boy.
But I knew this match was gonna be some shenanigans when they announced that Bubba Ray Douglas was the special referee. So,
I missed him coming out. I missed. Shut up, man. What was that part on Dave Chappelle when he was like, "What's his name?" Toby, and he hit him. And he was like, "Wait a minute, Bob, you hit me too." He came off of it and went back there. He went back there.
Hey man, you hit me too hard.
Just kidding.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That was too much.
That man said 12 years a slave, man.
Oh man. But yeah, so I knew during that moment, I was like, who was that? Somebody said the NAACP must have got it. Somebody said in the comments, like NAACP give us got it in with WWE when that moment was going on. I was like, that don't look good, guys. Y'all need to break this up, man. Then everybody came in. All the rest of them got it. What's came off the top rope and got it in the ribs. Angelo Dawkins, man, goofy ass, he came in and got it. Like,
right,
bro. So I don't like Angelo Dawkins, bro.
I like the Street Profits, man.
Free Montez, man.
I don't mind the faction. I think Montez actually will eventually get a push, especially with this Hers Need, whatever that reality show him and Bianca got, because he's constantly saying how he's her sidekick, and she gets to
She's the
push.
star.
He's waiting for his moment and da da da. But I mean, Montez is good in the ring. He really is. But I like the faction. They just need to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Get them some titles. Put some. Do something with them to give them some credit, and then you bring in the Final Testament, and then all you do is let them beat them to death.
We saw that already with kendo sticks.
Hey man, yeah. If y'all got another screen up, look at the group me, or look at your phone. Look at what Sid just posted on there.
Hold up.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Oh,
they celebrated South Carolina's new champion.
Oh, okay then. Okay then, Don. Okay, random question. Hey man, is Don gay?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. She's definitely bi. I don't know if she's full out. I got a wife type thing, but yeah, I think she's gay.
What is she doing, bro?
She's giving shout out to the bros. I think
You throwing it up. I guess y'all gonna haze her next. I guess.
What's the female cues they have then? Or
There are no female.
There are no female cues.
Okay then. Okay.
Would they be called the bully?
All right. Well, when we hit this end stream, then I'm sure y'all will tell me. But whatever, go ahead and slap that on her. Then it look like it fits.
Nah,
we good.
Congratulations to Coach Staley though, man. She did a damn good job with those.
Undefeated season.
Undefeated season. You got a whole new starting five, a whole new squad damn near, and you went undefeated 38-0, man. So congratulations.
They didn't pull a Chris Webber.
Nope. We'll call the timeout.
Timeout when they ain't having.
And they got some solid freshmen coming back too.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Their team is straight. You know, they got some guard. They need some more. They need another woman in the middle because Cardoso she going to the WNBA. I'm telling y'all, look, I might attend my first WNBA game this summer, man. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go check it out because I want to see when Indiana come here. So Kaden Clark can beat the brakes off Diana Taurasi old age.
Does Atlanta got a top pick?
Indiana. I mean, in Indiana, I'm sorry. Indiana Fever has the number 1 pick, and that's where Caitlin will be going.
No, I was saying, does Atlanta have one of the top picks?
I don't think so. They traded their pick away for somebody else. They got for the Dream. Just got they got something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, where the young lady from South Carolina, where Angel Reeves. It's a lot of heavy hitters coming out. So.
Oh yeah. If you got a top five pick, at least you're gonna get one of them. At least.
Yeah. So
and there was some people that they're lost in the earlier rounds and stuff just because they just how the tournament work. That's going to be in the top 10 and stuff as well. So it's other young ladies and stuff that was holding their own. That's going to get drafted and stuff, and hopefully that stuff just translates over to the WNBA. But I'm going to check that out or whatever.
Is Paige coming out or is she staying?
No, she's staying one more year.
Okay.
She said she's coming back she said she's coming back for another year.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. So it's storming in Memphis and my lights just flickered. So if I lose power and I disconnect, just know that's what happened. I probably lost power. So
no, that's fine. Just go over and bring the extension cord from your neighbor house, man, like we used to do. It's fine.
We straight in Oakland, so keep going.
All right, so
it's coming your way.
Right,
it's coming.
So Bobby Lashley, Street Profits, they pick up the nice home, good wholesome win again. We saw one both nights with this time with Bubba Ray Dudley being the official to count the 1, 2, 3, pretty much telling them what to do, Dudley boy style. When Karrion Kross got the official involved, once you got in his face, you kind of knew what was going to happen. Is all the shenanigans and stuff was about to happen. So, two good factions and stuff like that they got. Well, like I like Final Testament. I think they can do something with that. I just don't know what they're going to do with the Hurt Business 2.0 or whatever. I don't know what they're doing. They don't even have a name. At least the Final Testament got something, but they don't even have a name.
Their name is the Tribe.
They not Indian. I'm sorry, Native American.
What you say?
That's a political correct thing to say. I don't know what they.
No, it's the Pride. That's it. The Pride.
No, it wasn't no prize tonight.
Right. No.
You know
That's
what?
what they
I
call the
think
Street
it,
Profits and Bobby Lashley. Yeah, that's supposedly the name.
It's the Pride.
bro. I think that is because I was looking up on some, just messing with some stuff, trying to see if I can pull.
Oh, it is the Pride.
Bro, it is the Pride.
That's
I
what
just
they call
looked at Bleacher's Report. I thought man was playing. It's the Pride.
No,
version.
it's the Pride.
And if you notice, they come and they do the do, and then they hold the Black Power sign up. So it's really Black Pride, but they had to cut the black out. And
So it's the Nation of Domination 2.0.
yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
That actually makes sense. When you say far Black Pride, they cutting the Black part out.
They took the black out. They opened it up to a whole nother demographic of people.
And I forget the name. WWE needs to be a little more cautious about these names because you remember back when Paige first came up from NXT, they put her with Charlotte and somebody else. I can't remember who it was. Charlotte, Paige, and somebody else. And whatever name they gave them, I think it was like submission sorority, submission sisters, or something like that.
Yes,
which was also like the name of like a porn site. So
they ate that a lot. They ate that alive.
Yeah, and they ended up changing the name because they didn't realize.
That's when all three of them came up. When Sasha.
Yeah, Sasha.
Naomi.
They put her with now. They put Sasha with Naomi and Tamina.
Team Bad.
Team Bad. Paige came up. They put with Charlotte and it was TCB. Who was it? Becky? Because another it was TCB.
It must have been because Bailey was the one that didn't get called up.
Right. Yeah, Bailey stayed down there for another year.
And
or so.
I thought it was like three different groups though.
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to do C. The C was Charlotte, so it's TCB, I believe, and maybe B was. Anyway, that ended up being the name, and whoever the group Paige was with, they had some kind of submission type name in it. Maybe she's with Natalia or somebody, but they ended up changing the name because of that. I can't remember what it was, but
I still came
for the Pride. Doesn't sound because when you think about and granted, I'm not have no problem with different sexual orientations.
Say it. Go ahead. Say it for the people in the back. Go ahead.
Yeah. We think about the gay community. Pride is a big thing about it. So it's like
they're gonna be like this.
No, I ain't do all that. Those are the comments of Ricky Fontaine, the not affiliated with the podcast. You see his Instagram tag. Yeah.
Look, I just say what y'all want to say. Again, that ain't no. I'm just being honest with that. They're about to sell a lot more merch. I'm just saying.
Okay, we got. I need to get off this subject for us. Well, we own this subject.
Please get off this subject.
No, but I gotta ask y'all: have you all seen this Miss Netta and Charles?
I don't think I know who that is. Is the guy from Instagram that does like the impressions and stuff, or
no? All I'm gonna tell y'all is look it up. We need to talk about them one day. I put it in the group. Let's proceed, Ricky.
Okay, well, we talk about, look, look. One thing you guys gonna know about us, ladies and gentlemen, for the people that come in and that's gonna probably watch this afterwards, or people that's here now, we thank you for you guys joining us at all of the podcasts and stuff that's going on right now, talking about this Wrestlemania event or whatever. One thing you're gonna know about us, we don't always stop with wrestling. As you can see, we didn't talk about WNBA. We didn't talk about we talked about we talked about different stuff, man. So we gonna have different kind of stuff, man, rolling in here, man. That's just what we do, man. We just guys just talking about life, man. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna stop doing that because Joe they're struggling. He over there struggling. My bad, Joe. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do it no more. But yeah, they put that down for another podcast for us to get back on here and talk about. So the Pride ended up getting the win over
the next match.
The Pride ended up getting the win over the Final Testament.
Right.
All right. So that leads us to our next match, which was the United States Championship match. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens What did you guys think about that match? And did you think that Logan Paul was actually going to make it out of this match?
No, I didn't. I mean, now coming in, I really didn't know. I kind of feel like Randy Orton didn't need it. I didn't feel like him going kind of backwards to like the U.S. title when he's always been more of the world champion or WWE champion. I thought Kevin Owens was going to win it, especially after celebrating with Sami Zayn the night before, and then right before this match, he kind of gave him a prep talk. So I figured, hey, the two friends that had titles, but yeah, I wasn't expecting Logan to win. He did, and this is the crazy thing about YouTube and social media influencers, all that stuff. My kids are 9 and 7, and never watched wrestling up until a few weeks ago when I took them to hear the Memphis SmackDown, and I kind of caught them up on things. They knew exactly who Logan Paul was as soon as he got on the screen. It's all, in matter of fact, not only did they know Logan Paul, they knew the dude in the Prime bottle. I had never seen it.
My son lost it when he pulled the mask up because we thought it was KSI again.
Yeah, I did too. But then I like, that ain't the same dude. And then my daughter
he just jumped around like I was like, I don't know who is this dude?
Right, because he's some YouTuber. But I say that to say because of that and the influence that he has, yeah, Logan gonna have that belt for a minute, I think.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I mean, as a and I don't want to hate Logan is really good in the ring. I did not expect him to be as good as he was. He kind of surprised me like Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny was like ridiculously good in the ring. Yeah. And Logan is pretty much the same. I mean, he's really good in the ring, but I guess as kind of a purist so far as wrestling is concerned, it's like I don't mind you getting a win here and there
every now and then, but
actually holding the title, like that's a lot, man. I mean, that's back in the day where they giving talk show hosts and stuff the championship, and I mean just doing great WCW type stuff, and I don't know, man.
But to his defense, he not like a David Arquette or
it's true.
Drew Carey or all the other people that they gave these belts to. The dude can actually work. And for him to headline Crown Jewel with Brock Lesnar, man, that said a lot about what they thought he had the capability to do. And I heard he's saying he going full time now. So he has been on SmackDown the past month or two. So who knows?
The last interview, I think it was the last boxing match he did. He announced it at the end of the match that said that he was going to go ahead and concentrate on wrestling full time. He said that at the press conference. So
but that's probably true, but his full-time schedule is not like Cody Rhodes' full-time schedule.
Right.
Logan still got his podcast to do. He got his other energy drink, all the kind of stuff to do. He'll show up once a month or so throughout the year.
Speaking of boxing right quick, man, Mike Tyson gonna kill that boy.
Man.
Yeah, his brother, yeah.
Okay. He's gonna murder
that's
that
gonna
boy.
be ugly.
Y'all think?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Okay, if he does not, the only other option I can see is that them going all however many rounds they're gonna do. I think they're doing six or 7 rounds. I can see it going like that, and then they come up with some kind of fluky decision to give it to Jake. But if he gonna have to survive them 6 rounds.
If Jake don't make it out the first 2 or 3 rounds, I mean Jake make it out the first 2 or 3 rounds, maybe,
yeah.
But if
he catch him early, yeah.
I ain't seen Jake ain't seen nobody like that though.
Hey, and then he just
Did you see his trainer? His trainer was spitting when he was getting hit.
When he got hit with body blows and spitting up stuff.
Dude, a beast, man. He a beast.
That boy, he told him
years old.
He told him he gonna send him to WWE with his brother.
I can't wait to see that though. I just I mean, it ain't like Jake is like trash. Now you can see him getting better and better as he go along. But now you fighting somebody that did this and they sleep damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he been around the ring more than you. You didn't ever He didn't forget though. However they're saying is like he been in there, so he know the ways around them ropes. This ain't no like former UFC or YouTube personality or whoever else the brother of a champion that's trying to cut his teeth. This ain't that dude.
Right.
You can't get in there.
Basketball, football, MMA. This a real life killer.
I'm gonna need for you to get it together, man. Because it could get ugly, like you said, real quick.
Real.
But real quick. But where were we at? Oh yeah. So Logan Paul, I thought that he was going to still win because I felt like they just gave him that, but they were going to continue to build Logan Paul. His mic skills and stuff, super duper alright. He can get better, but the charisma is there. You can kind of see it. The swag, the athleticism. He's good in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's good and he's working at it.
And he makes a good heel.
And he'll make a good heel. But what is a heel nowadays anyway? Because you don't know who people. Like I said, I'll go ahead and put this out here right now. I'm going to look in the camera, make sure I say it. I give Cody Rhodes a year before everybody turn on him. If that.
I'll give him
no doubt.
If that.
No
I
doubt.
don't know, bro. I said the same thing. They love this dude for some reason, bro.
He gonna be another Cena, man. When they start booing Cena,
and look, and I don't have a problem with him when he do get booed. I want him to go full. He already got the outfit. I want to go full Homelander on their ass. If you ever watched The Boys on Amazon Prime,
he got the outfit too.
He got the outfit already. He go straight Homelander on there.
Cody Homelander.
I wonder because they love dude, man, and it's I just knew after a good year, they're supposed to be like, I'm tired of this. He's so.
He's definitely the
and he always
Kissing Babies good guy. So
he's always smile.
Man, let that man be a good baby face, man.
Like, bro, how you smile? How you lose and it's smile? You lost.
But then you gotta remember, man, this man literally, and Quilly was at SmackDown, man. This man literally stayed after the show was over, even the dog match was over, and he walked around the ring, man, shaking everybody's hand, signing autographs. He was literally kissing babies.
He gave out a piece of wood and everything.
Man, he had a table match.
That dude, man.
The match broke. He tore off a piece of the table, signed it, and gave it to somebody in the crowd.
He is that dude. He really is. So
I love dude, man.
I get it, but they're gonna turn on him. That's just what they do. But
they're gonna turn on him and then gonna cheer for him.
But the match overall, it was a decent match. Randy Orton never disappoints because he's gonna come up with an RKO that we wouldn't even think about. Right. To do a
out of nowhere
pop a
power bomb RKO. Come on, dude. Come on.
That was the one right there.
Come on.
That was the one.
Man,
it still didn't beat the Seth Rollins one. But
that's top.
Nah.
That's my favorite
RKO. Is it Tyson Kidd?
No, you think about Evan Bourne. We came
Evan Bourne when he did the.
Okay. Yeah. So, how long do you all think we give Orton before he goes into his original state, which is a bad guy?
I don't know. It seemed like he was happy as a good guy with
he's happy as a good guy right now.
Oh boy,
Kevin Owens,
Riddle.
Matt Riddle.
Yeah. He said that was some of the most fun he had in his career.
And he generally looks happy when he come out, and so he looked like he having fun. So
I think he liked the kissing babies and signing autographs type stuff.
Especially since he was an asshole for me.
That goes back to my comment early on this podcast, man. Some people are better heels to me. And I think that Randy is one of those people.
Yeah.
I just think Randy is one of those guys
he
is.
He's better at heel. I did think Logan was going to come out of this match. I was interested in seeing how they was going to let Randy and Kevin Owens finally fight because they've been so buddy these last few weeks, or whatever. I think it started with KO trying to kill him riding down the ramp.
Oh yeah,
with him on the back.
He even told, "Hey man, slow this thing down."
Man, he even told him, "Man, slow this motherfucker down." Wait a minute, what scene is there, y'all on next Friday when Pinky got out there. Man, like, look, you about to make me spill
too
my
hard, man.
You hit the corner too hard, man. What made me spill my yak?
So he had to tell her like, Pinky, man, slow this thing down, man. You almost made me spill this stuff on my yak. But they finally let them get into it in the match and stuff like that, and you can kind of see how the match go. They had some it was a good match. They had some good pin combinations and almost finishes and stuff like that could have went either way or whatever, but I just didn't see Logan winning this one, and it gives him another notch with beating two guys the caliber of Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, with you trying to take this career to the next level with you holding this United States title. So, man, kudos to him, man. Just keep working and see where he goes. Like I asked you guys in the group, do you guys see him as a lead guy holding a world heavyweight title? We shall see. I don't see it right now.
If he stays around,
it's coming.
I'm okay with him keeping the title and kind of I guess getting a smaller, longer reign out of it. But if he's popping in and out, let's get somebody who's gonna be around, man.
I'm gonna call it right here. Bad Bunny, Logan Paul, Puerto Rico.
Yes, man. Okay. I mean, Bad Bunny, like that's he a mess too, man. Like,
yeah, I don't think they'd do that though.
Why not?
You talking about them against each other?
Yeah.
I think you would probably need to put them in there with actual wrestlers.
Somebody
maybe start a few guys as a tag team. Each one of them have a vet.
I see where you're going, but I think that's kind of dangerous putting two.
What y'all think about Ricochet? Do y'all think he wasted talent?
I think they're about to try to push him.
Yeah. It's always been a what's the right storyline for Ricochet? What do we put him in? Because he lacks on the mic.
I know one thing about Ricochet.
Don't do it, Joe.
Don't
do it.
Hey, I agree with you, my brother. Yes, indeed.
Let her be his
man. He's a lucky man.
Let her be his mouth. And that's two different things. Let her be.
Said that in a great way.
Well, hey,
let Samantha do it.
Why not? Why Paul? The wise man won't be doing nothing for a while.
He not a Paul Heyman guy.
He could be.
I mean, he gonna have to. He too jumpy and friendly and.
Remember what they tried to do with Curtis Axel, Mr. Perfect Son, when they tried to put him with Paul Heyman.
Oh, I forgot all about that, and I needed to too. Yeah,
yeah.
I needed
to remind y'all of those gloomy days.
I needed to forget about that. Thank you. Yeah, don't. Yeah.
So that no, shout out to Samantha, bro. She was awesome tonight.
And I think the report, I saw the report before Mania weekend, is that she called every match. Usually, when she's on Raw and SmackDown, she splits up. She introduced every match.
And dude, I think dude on SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
Dude straight, but man, Samantha is just, bro. It's like she like Steve Harvey with the Kings of Comedy. When I bring you out, I bring you out. You know, it's like she on another level with that stuff, bro. And you could tell the wrestlers getting into it now. She got she got the Chelsea Green joint, and then it's another female wrestler. She put a little pop on her joint too.
And she kills Gunther joint.
Man,
every time.
Man, this man is so cold, bro. She cold. And then Roman that raise at the end of Roman.
Right.
Bro.
Look at
her.
All the facial movement.
She be into it. And look, man, she be into it. Then she when Cody won, you heard her literally cry, bro. Like you heard the crack in her voice. Like it meant that much. It meant that much.
And she plays the flute.
Is she playing the flute? She talented.
She
play the
can
flute?
she can
sing?
sing.
She can sing too. She was in there's a YouTube clip out there. She was on one of these
America's Got Talent or one of them.
American Got Talent
Yeah.
or American Idol, those type of things, singing song competitions. Yeah,
But dude's strong though, bro.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, other thing
did
missing
that?
with he needs better work on the mic. That's the only thing that's really messing Ricochet up, because he could be a U.S. champion or Intercontinental champion if
He's already been in
He was
he was in the corner before Gunther.
Yeah.
Gunther
was
got
he?
the belt from him. Remember?
He
Oh
did.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Who took the
He
belt?
did.
Gunther
Gunther
took
got
the
it
belt.
from Ricochet,
From Ricochet. Yeah.
and then he just fell in the abyss where nothing was happening for this whole year. He tried to go back and get it, but Ricochet is a I was looking at him in NXT, and then I saw him on the indie, circuit and stuff like that. And
Right.
he
Oh, yeah.
was, dude was, he's
He was Prince
amazing.
Puma over in was it Lucha Underground? Lucha Underground.
That's
Yeah,
what they
mask
keep.
on.
That's why they keep hitting that Puma
Puma,
line on
yeah.
Monday Night Raw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
he was Prince
why.
Puma.
Yeah. So
Hey, dude, y'all think dude hitting them high risk moves here? Hey, dude was off the chain.
Oh yeah, back then, yeah, there was no limits back in the Lucha days.
I think somebody posted one of these clips in the group me.
I'm sure you did. Yeah, it was,
Hey, dude,
they're probably all over YouTube. So check this out. Let's try to keep this tight. We already an hour 41.
yeah. We're gonna go. We'll go ahead and push on through this. So
other
we got
matches.
Logan, then we got let's
Right at
go
2
with
hours.
let's go with LA Knight and AJ Styles. What y'all think about that one?
Damn good match.
Yeah.
Damn good match.
I mean, you expect it to be with it. I mean, AJ Styles in the match is gonna be a good match.
And LA Knight needed to win, so it was good for him to get a win on that stage. So
it's kind of like
they love to see the older guys giving it up, to let others step up. So they willing to take the.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say.
AJ Styles didn't need that win. He has his WrestleMania moments. He been champion. So.
But where does LA Knight go from here? Where does he go?
He go back into the title picture now because now people are beatable now. Cody's beatable. You can see LA Knight beating Cody. You can see LA Knight beating
not Cody. Damian Priest.
You can beat that, and you can. I can see
maybe Damian, definitely Sammy, or Logan Paul.
Oh yeah,
that's where he's gonna probably go. He's gonna go IC or US.
Yeah, he's gonna start. He's gonna start lower than Cody. No, they're not going to get him no pro. I mean, he might get a program with him, but he ain't gonna win.
Right. Yeah.
Like he got a program with Roman. If we being honest, but he not gonna win.
But I would love to see Gunther and Damian Priest.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Cody.
Oh no, that Gunther Cody match is happening.
But
they on two different shows right now. But
they're gonna be on two different shows for a minute. So go and let him.
Are people really ever on two different shows? Are they really ever?
You're being a little biased. They started mixing the matches as you get closer to Mania. Now Mania's over with. They're gonna be separate.
They're going back. Yeah.
So, now that's the thing though. But that's the thing.
Cody
now, because people forget Cody was on Raw. Their championship technically is a SmackDown championship. So now do we see Cody on SmackDown now on a regular?
Yep.
So
you're gonna have to.
But remember, for a while, when somebody had the belt, I can't remember what they were going back and forth.
That's before they introduced the world title.
Right. Unless Priest and Judgment Day goes to
SmackDown. They could flop it like that, yeah.
And they can get those ships back from old boys.
Down
under brothers.
But don't need it no more. Priest don't need it. He got his own belt. He got the big boy belt now. But then they have to flip Rhea because Rhea is the world champion.
Oh, the women, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? So now they're gonna move Cody.
Bailey is
on SmackDown,
yeah.
So speaking of Bailey, let's hit that match.
Bailey, there you go. See it. Go ahead.
Host
this over. Bailey and EO Sky. What you got?
I figured Bailey was gonna win.
Yeah.
Bailey was ready. She was due for it. But EO really put on a very good match.
I saw Bailey, I think, tweeted something that her WrestleMania entrance when they weren't able to pull it off because of scheduling conflict. But I feel like Bailey deserved one of those grand entrances that made it, and it didn't happen this year because of scheduling. I think they had some kind of band or something that's going to play her out, but they couldn't get the schedules down right.
Okay.
So.
I don't like her new music. I like the old.
Yeah.
That interest is
It's
kind of
a lot of this music changed because I don't know what happened with them and the CEO music group that made a lot of these other banger interest musics, but they had a falling out and some of them had contracts on them, so that's why all of a sudden I think, matter of fact, I think AJ Styles was one. He had a different music.
I don't
Yes,
like
he
his
did
music.
have. Yes, he
I don't like
did. He
his music
did have
either,
a new
but
one. Yeah.
that was a CEO music track. His other theme music. but yeah, the Bailey match, yeah, Bailey needed it. It was good to get her back in the title picture and have the title. So now you have a face as the women's champion on SmackDown. You got a heel champion for now over on Raw. So we'll see new challenges, new opportunities now with their championship. So
yeah. I think the right person won. I think Io. I mentioned this in the group. Her reign has been kind of quiet. I don't want to hate on her reign because I don't think she's had that many title matches.
she has. I mean, she's a good wrestler to a point where she doesn't need a title. She's out. They're gonna always find some kind of story for her. I think, and it's her and Oscar kind of in the same boat. Oscar's gonna get a match regardless, even if it's a title or not, because the presentation and she can wrestle. So
yeah,
So
Kyrie,
maybe,
all of them are good wrestlers.
So maybe Damage Control is not done with this. So maybe you go ahead and let her pretty much run a program through the whole Damage Control. I mean, you got Oscar, you got Kari Sane, who's also NXT Women's Champion as well.
Yeah.
You got Dakota, who can go, who I really love for some reason. It's something about Dakota. That she can go too. So you got those four women right there that you can run a program with to kind of end that whole Damage Control thing. Yeah. But my question to you guys is, what do we do with Damage Control outside of Bailey? Like,
well, they still have the women's tag title, so I think until they lose that, you can run Damage Control as almost like this bully faction to keep teams off of them getting those titles.
Dakota's just kind of okay on the mic. And then, of course, the other three, they're not going to be able to
handle the mic.
To kind of flow on the mic like that because of the language barrier. But I mean, Dakota's she seemed just okay. Bailey was really the mouthpiece for that group.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know.
Did you know? And I think I posted this months ago. But did you know Dakota Kai actually has some Samoan in her? So she's actually, I think her mom is Samoan on that bloodline type of thing. She's somewhere in the family. It's crazy,
but look, I was laughing because I thought about it when Jade and Naomi and all of them came out, and Oscar and them were mocking the music when
they were dancing to the music, bro.
Hilarious.
Yes. They had to get them out the ring. They were dancing in the ring, like
that was hilarious.
When the people, when the people people come in the ring, the people that was in the ring before you, they get out, let you have the ring to do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. These girls was over there dancing on the ring, singing the song and dancing. And Oscar and Kyrie Sane are stupid, man. They had to literally tell them to get out the ring so the ladies can have their, then you come back in ring so we can get the match started. So I
love how Corey played it. He said, look at them. They just mocking their music. He said, they just looking like this another day at the office. I said, this man is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, because you brought him up, and even Michael Cole mentioned, I forget what match it was right before, he said, this is my 23rd WrestleMania or something like that. And he said, the heir apparent. He mentioned, he talked about Corey Graves. So Graves is going to be that voice of wrestling in the near future.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. Okay. Yeah, I think Pat fell off a little bit, or
Pat don't watch the product though. I discovered that the first week he came back to Raw, he asked, "Who is this and what are they doing? What's that move called?" He stopped watching, and I think that's where he messed up at. Now he shouldn't have any excuses now because he's been back long enough to be able to catch up, I would think. But he is he's just going off the cuff because he don't know what's going on.
He bringing excitement though.
Him
man.
and Michael Cole are gold though, because you can hear Michael Cole laughing in the back, like he is like one of us if we sat next to Michael Cole talking, pretty much at this point.
Right. I mean, it's like on a regular show, that's cool. But when you got the main stage like WrestleMania, so he seems like he lost almost. It's like
you're right.
Yeah, but it's like he been starstruck the whole weekend. It's like he just been in.
Now I also think it has something to do with the 3-man booth too at Mania. See, on Raw it's just him and Michael Cole going back and forth. Now you got Corey Graves in there and trying to mix him in, make sure everybody gets a voice. I think a lot of that had to do with it too. At least during WrestleMania weekend, a lot of it had to do with that. Everybody trying to get their points across.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, EO took the L on this, but not by just getting killed out there, man. She had some good spot like that. The Rose plant she kicked out of with that flip in the front.
Yes.
Had, it sent the audience off, man. I was like, damn, wait a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was a nice counter or whatever that to get out of that move or whatever. But she's she deserved the reign that she had, like you said, Joe. You don't want to hate on it. Because she can go in the ring, and she is really the genius of the skies. You see how she easily gets on the ropes and jumps into her aerial assaults that way. So shout out to EO and her reign, but it was time for Bayley to get the belt back, and I'm glad to see that she's away from the hug Bayley and stuff and got this new Bayley. I like this new Bayley that they have or whatever. You can go either way with her. She can go back heel again because she did a good job with it as well. But everybody love Bayley right now. Let's see what this reign is for Bayley this time around. Yeah. So that leads us into, we covered all of the rest of them. That leads us into the final match, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Again, bloodline rules which didn't take effect until like the last 10 minutes of the match.
Yeah.
And pretty much.
Now, I mean, again, we all have these expectations. I was expecting as soon as Roman music hit, every Samoan wrestler you ever seen walking down the aisle with him. That's what I was expecting. I need the whole family. Rikishi, bring your big ass down here. You know what I'm saying? Any cousin. I don't care if they don't even wrestle. Just put some shorts on and walk down to the ring. Just that's what I wanted. It didn't happen, but
it's Roman Reigns though, isn't it? I mean. Yeah. I'm not gonna come out with all these folks. This is me. This is my show.
But you kept the belt with these folks though too. Now let's think about all the L's that you got out of because of the Usos.
Right. So I'm gonna use them.
I was a solo.
But I'm not gonna come out with them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shine because I'm the star.
Right.
I'm the tribal chief. So I'm coming out. Now they still know their orders. If I start losing, then you come
out. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that just kind of made sense. And I was about to say this before we move, but man, it's a lot of finishers that have been protected that did not get their protection
tonight. Yeah.
Tonight, or maybe yesterday, the Claymore.
Oh yeah.
That's how you make matches nowadays, to have people kick out of your finishers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spear. Seth picked out about 20 claymores, and that's one of the more protected ones. Mm-hmm. The spear, not so much, and the Cody's, what is it, Crossroads? A lot of these, man,
he kicked out of
he's kicking out of them jumps left and right. But that was a solid.
It was a solid match. Then, of course, all the shenanigans, at the end. And
the Undertaker was random.
Well, yeah, because I think we was all expecting Stone Cold.
And he probably was coming, and something happened.
He must have been on a hunting trip or something.
Oh,
he couldn't make it. Right, he couldn't make the trip because of the hunting.
I don't know. It just happened randomly, bro. I don't get it. I don't know.
It just happens.
But yeah, it was like, so when Solo came out, and I knew Cena was coming because Solo basically we ain't seen Cena since his match with
Solo murdered him.
Solo murked him.
Solo hit that man about 20 times with that thumb.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know how we know that the Undertaker's appearance was random? He didn't even have his gear on.
Right. Yeah, that man had on a jogging
suit. He had on some street clothes.
They knew Undertaker gonna be there because he did that little one-man show he do every year.
Yeah,
Like, come on by, man.
and I think he wore that same outfit to the 1 man show.
Right.
And like, Undertaker, when you get done, sleep under this ring so nobody know you here. I knew somebody it had to be him because somebody pushed under the ring. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but when he pulled Cody pulled a table out and it was up a little bit, it looked like somebody's hand pushed the little ring apron down closer by the ring pole or whatever to stop people from kind of seeing under there, because I saw that pop out like that. It wasn't just the wind just bringing it down. It was a hand pop like that. So I was like, telling my son, I was like, somebody under the ring. And it had to be the Undertaker, or I don't know where Solo came from or whatever. They came from the stands, I guess, but somebody was on the ring. It probably was the Undertaker.
I hope they didn't stuff Undertaker old ass up under that ring like that, man. He did not need to be up under there.
They just probably gave him a little mattress under there and stuff like that. Or
what? No,
TV.
When you said something about
some Doritos,
little Coke.
Let's do it in order. So Jimmy Uso came out first. He super kicked Cody. Then Jay came out.
Right.
They going up the ramp and falling off the ramp onto the conveniently placed
which is what they should have done in their own match.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And then
really.
And I guess Solo would have been next. So then when Solo came out, that's when John Cena came out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Solo had a good little run there. And that Spike Spear combination, that usually that's one of the more protected finishers too, if you will.
And I thought that was going to be the turning point, because I thought that Roman was literally going to spear Solo. I saw it coming, but to my surprise, he didn't. He did. And I was like, okay,
because Solo talking bad to that man.
Yeah, Solo was talking too much. Hey, finish your story. Like, shut up, man. Just keep the evil mode. Keep the meme. Keep the meme.
But he probably finna get a little attitude now. You know what I'm saying? He
I
probably
like the Solo that don't talk. The Solo that don't talk. That's what I want.
I was trying to think who came next. So then once Cena came, that's when The Rock came out.
Yes.
The Rock came. So you Rock and Cena stir down for a minute. And then
Rock bottom.
Rock bottom, and that's when Undertaker came out.
Yeah.
Undertaker dropped the Rock. Then lights went out, he disappeared, and then
do you think it should have been a little more back and forth with Roman and Cody instead of just the kick from the spear and then the 3 crossroads? Should have been a little more active.
Well,
no, go ahead and go home.
Right. They had all their match, they quote unquote match thing. The first 40 minutes or however long it was with them one-on-one.
Because you did a fisherman suplex for a pin with the bridge and a Samoan match. Come on, bro. Bring out the chair. Like, we ain't here for that. You know what I'm saying? So the actually Bloodline rules was for, like I said, the last 10 minutes of the match.
Right. Overall, though, what y'all think? What y'all give it? The match itself.
Oh, I mean, yeah, with the match itself, just the moves in general, with the drama behind it, it was an A for me.
Yeah, I gotta give it an A plus, because I mean the appearances, the fact that they went ahead and put Cody over. I mean that was a good match, man.
Yeah, I give it an A as well. Just even like I'm talking about after, after the bell, the mom, Joe fake girlfriend, she get in the ring.
The Cody kissed way too many times.
Yeah, he was getting very offensive by that. You see the serious look on his face. Just overall, just seeing and just thinking about this man was Stardust jumping around the ring, and that, him breaking the throne and AEW and stuff, going at Triple H, and all of that stuff coming to a head, and now this is our top guy now in WWE, and it was great, man. Like all of that stuff. The 2-year thing, because it was so easy for him to the first WrestleMania with Seth, and you see him beating Seth. Okay, then the next year he facing Roman, and you just like, is he gonna do it already? I think that had more so to do with Cody than anything too, to kind of stretch this out and be like, I want to earn this moment that I got today. And for them to kind of see that going and the emotion and stuff like that, even having Samantha damn near crying when she can't even, it's not the voice that we heard, because you heard in them, that she, they had her. It was just great overall. Cody's the champion. I'm interested in seeing how this new regime and this new era is going to go with Cody and Damian Priest as your champions on both shows.
Any surprises for Monday? Any surprises? Y'all think?
I haven't.
Oh yeah,
we hadn't heard anything Raw after Mania, but I will mad. Well, put it like this: if there is a bunch of surprises on Raw after Mania, we'll be back tomorrow to cover that. But
okay,
we're not gonna go into predictions or anything. But for I become the breaking news and the stat guy. I mentioned Gunther's reign of 666 days, so it's official. Roman Reigns, his reign was 1,316 days as champion.
1,300. I think my wife was mad. She was like, she just think he cute and stuff like that and stuff.
Mine too.
She was just like, "Why are you happy for?" I don't know why. I was like, "He the COVID champion, man. He reminds me too much of COVID. So go and get that bet off of him." You know what I'm saying? We saw, we saw when they had all the people in the little square, little screens and stuff in the back. So he was a champion then. Like, it's time for that to be over with. It's time for something new. You know what I'm saying? Let the man go ahead and get his career started. Make sure he, first of all, get in good health. You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. Yeah. But give him some time, man, to get himself together. He about to go do movies. He about to, Roman Reigns is a made man now, so he can pretty much go and do what he want to do now. But it's some time for to take some time off.
So
stuff like that.
Now there's I mean cut you off, but there's a conflict on that. So again, I'm reading the internet, I'm reading Twitter right now. So supposedly, and I'm gonna read exactly what it says. At the WrestleMania 40 press conference, Triple H states that Roman Reigns is going to go on a whole new story that's going to blow people's minds. So they got a whole another storyline for Roman to go into. We don't know what that is, or how long it's going to be, but
it's got to be The Rock.
Yeah, be Rock. Well, not only The Rock, but you also saw that Jacob Fatu had signed. So maybe another extension of the bloodline, getting more people involved, more of his family coming, and I can see a rift in: are you a Roman guy or a Rock guy when it comes to the bloodline? I can see almost like NWO red and white and black and white and red and red.
But I think back to when Rock was saying, or Roman, somebody was saying that we just in like the third inning.
Right.
So it's
like you said that.
I'm
glad you said that, because Michael Cole mentioned right at the beginning of the match, we're in the ninth inning. It's like this is the end of this particular story. He said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the ninth inning." So they pulled this whole thing up for Cody to win and be the end of this storyline. So
did you guys think that the bloodline storyline kind of deaded after Jay left and Sammy and all that other stuff? It kind of slowed down a little bit to me, because that at the Kevin Owens thing with him, that was the peak of it, and it was drama to man. It was awesome.
Even before with the Jay and Roman, when they were going back and forth, before Jay wouldn't even acknowledge him, that was some good stuff.
Yeah, It was appointment TV for a while with and once Jay and Jimmy joined, and then Solo popped in, and like I said, when Solo won the North American Championship, just to see all of them with championships. Man, that was appointment TV. And then when Roman was going to unify, and then when they were going to unify, I mean, it kept rolling. It kept rolling.
Building, man. It kept building. It was almost like the NWO, how NWO could do no wrong.
Yeah.
They could do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Until they just opened the doors up to everybody.
Yeah,
I think wasn't the referee Nick Patrick a part of the NWO too?
I think so.
Like it was, everybody had a shirt. And then, like you said, you said something about the red and black NWO. Then LWO came, and it was just, you know what I'm saying? Then the BWO and ECW came. It just became tired after a while. But I think they still, like with this bloodline thing, now we're talking about probably a internal struggle, like you said, now for who is going to run the bloodline.
I think somebody gonna blame somebody tomorrow, and that's gonna start everything.
Well, would it be tomorrow or would it be Friday?
I think they still
the Raw after WrestleMania is always must see.
They got to come tomorrow.
It's always must see. And I would think that SmackDown people will probably be on there too, just to get in on it, because it's fresh off of WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Waiting all the way to Friday to something kind of makes it a little bit more stale. Maybe you do something for SmackDown that's going to lead you to like, I got to turn in Friday to see what happened, because it picks up from here.
Gotcha.
So they got 3 hours. Like, come on.
Yeah. And they probably need to cut that down, but that's the story for another day.
That's a story for another podcast, because I'm with you on that one, Joe. But look, it's 10 o'clock out here where I'm at. I know y'all, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, gentlemen, man, getting on here. Let's continue to, man, build from this. But like, you see how us just talking and stuff like that. We in 2 hours, man, and we had people rocking with us, the whole time. Let's continue to build on this, man. If you guys want to see more of this, continue to hit that like button, subscribe, man. Go to Instagram and follow my boy Q. You know what I'm saying? You see our stuff over here, the story finisher, Brandy Rose, little side joint Joe. Man, go ahead and follow him on Instagram. I'm your boy Ricky Fontaine. Then we got our boy OG. He's still on Black Planet. Sick for
MySpace, baby.
MySpace. He got MySpace and stuff, man. We're gonna let him put his MySpace and Black Planet page down there, and y'all can go get y'all dial up and hit him up on this stuff. But look, man,
give me a fan.
This is the WrestleMania Man Cave, man. This is episode 1, and we got plenty more in us, man. So we signing off tonight. May see us tomorrow after this crazy Monday Night Raw that we hope may have us hopping on here, man, talking to you guys. So with all said and done, gentlemen, I ain't saying let's be out. I don't want y'all to think, you know what I'm saying, it's always, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Ricky Fontaine and the WrestleMania Cave, we out, man.